Okay. Oh, good. For a minute, I thought it wasn't going to work. Welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with a U and not an E. Now, I don't know what's going on with this crazy YouTube chat thing. It's in my side is a little crazy monkey with a hammer that says something went wrong. But then when I go back and look at the show later, there's a section that I can pull up and people who was chatting is on there. So anyway, just chat away and I can't tell what you're saying. So just chat with each other. Whatever comments you say, I'll see them later. I don't know what's going on. I'll look at something later. Maybe somebody can help me. Okay, but anywho, today is episode 113, and we are making teriyaki wings. And we're making it without soy sauce. Oh, that's a switch, ain't it? I know it. So, well, isn't it? Don't tell my English teacher that I said ain't. Anyway, long time ago, I saw this movie. I think the Three Stooges went out in space or something. I went to Venus or somewhere, and there was this little animal on there. And Larry said, he said, "Ain't that quaint?" And Mo said, "Ain't the word is isn't." And he said, "Isn't that quizzing?" So you might hear me say that sometime. But anywho, enough for Grandma Hershey. So we're making the teriyaki wings. Now, this time I did a comparison with who's these people called? Spark Recipes. And I compared their teriyaki wing macronutrients to Grandma Hershey's teriyaki wings macronutrients. Now they got 3 things better than Grandma Hershey, but Grandma Hershey got 6 things better than theirs, especially the salt. Okay, so their calories for 4 wings or 2 whole wings or 4 wingettes, okay, is 368.3, and mine is 314.8. So we saved a little bit on calories. Now their saturated fat was 0.2 and mine was 0.3. Okay, we're all right with both of those actually. Now I don't know what they did for their cholesterol, but I believe it's in the chicken. So this particular chicken was lower in sodium but higher in cholesterol. I don't know what they did, but their cholesterol was only 9.7. I don't know what kind of chicken they got because meat has cholesterol. But if you know, let me know so I can try it out. And my cholesterol came up with 130, which sounds about right. Okay. So now there's sodium. Now check this out. Have a seat if you're not sitting down. Their sodium was 4,783. 0.4. And you know why? Because they used that soy sauce, and it probably wasn't low sodium soy sauce. Grandma Hershey didn't use soy sauce, but it tastes like she did, and her sodium was only 298.8. Okay, way big difference. Then their carbs, 61.9, and Grandma Hershey carbs are 24.3, and this is your regular carbs. Their fiber was 1.4, but Grandma Hershey's fiber was 13.5. And that's because of the sweetener. Sweetener is high in fiber, okay, because it blocks the carbs. So every fiber that you have blocks the carbs, and sweetener has that in it. Now, their sugar was better than Grandma Hershey. I don't know what the kind of flavor was on those wings, but their sugar was only 2. Yoo-hoo, good. Yay. Grandma Hershey's is 14.5. Hey, we're going to have a little bit of sweetness in there. All right. It is teriyaki. Okay. Now, their protein was 9.2, but Grandma Hershey got them beat by 16, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now, let's talk about the net carbs. All you people that's watching your carbs and your loveliness, their net carb was 60.5, and Grandma Hershey's is only 10.8. So hey, that's all I can say, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Okay, so now let's I'm gonna tell you what it all entails for a whole serving, a whole serving for this well, it's 4 servings. All I'm trying to say is 4 servings in the recipe, in the whole recipe. Grandma Hershey just gonna do 1/4 of that recipe today. So, but this is, I'm gonna read to you what the 4 servings entails. Okay, so you're gonna get either 4 wingettes or 2 whole wings. That's a serving. I know we eat more than that, but that is an actual serving, okay? And so that's going to be 16 pieces altogether. Then you're going to need oil spray, and you use that as needed. That's what you're going to spray on the wing, because these are not deep fried wings. These are oven fried wings, and I made them ahead of time, and they look so delicious and taste so delicious. And then we use 1/2 teaspoon of onion and herb seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic and herb seasoning, and 1/4 teaspoon of the kosher salt. That's the seasoning that you have on the meat. Okay, and then what you're going to do when you make it, you're going to have the oven on 425. You're going to spray the chicken, put all the seasoning together, those 3 seasonings together in a little bowl, spray the chicken and sprinkle it on all that. Then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to do the same thing. Then you're going to put it in the oven and bake it for 30 minutes. Then flip it over and bake it for another 30 minutes. You're going to have you some oven fried chicken wing. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So now for the sauce, which is what we're going to make on the show. You're going to have 4 tablespoons of dark balsamic vinegar, 4 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, 4 tablespoons of water. Let's see, what's this? 3 tablespoons of sweetener, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of sugar-free maple syrup. And I get this brand called Maple Grove. I meant to have the bottle, but it's by Maple Grove, and it tastes really, really good. Okay. Then you're going to have 4 teaspoons of brown sugar, 4 teaspoons of date sugar, 4 teaspoons of cornstarch, and 4 teaspoons of mustard. That is going to be your sauce. Okay. So I'm gonna show you how to make that part. So hey, let's go ahead and let's do that, because time is of the essence around here. We don't have all day. I'm gonna turn this stove on, and I might not sweat today because I bought a little fan. I got it sitting right over there. You can't see it, but boy, it feels good. Ow! Anywho, I'm gonna turn this pot on, and we're going to put in our dried things first. This is our brown sugar, our date sugar, and what's the other thing I said? And the sweetener. That's what it is. I first forgot that quick. Okay, and I don't have no small see-through pot, so this is what you're gonna get. All right, and then we're gonna put in. We're gonna put the cornstarch in. Normally, I guess you could mix it with the water, but before I realized I needed cornstarch, I already put the water in with the Worcestershire sauce and the what's the other thing we got here? And our balsamic vinegar. Okay, so we're gonna put that in. Put the lid on there yet. Okay, so that going. Then we're gonna put our honey and our sugar-free maple syrup is in here together. Yep. Okay, because what I did was took 1/4 of everything. That's why everything looks so tiny. And then a teaspoon of mustard, because in the real batch you're going to be using 4 teaspoons. But I had to have the honey in here so it could thicken up. I mean the cornstarch, so it can thicken up. Okay, so that's all we got for that. Because with the chicken already being made, we don't have a whole bunch of containers. Okay, this over here. Should have brought a little closer. Okay. Anywho, all right. So I guess I want to kind of whisk it first. Okay, we're going to kind of whisk everything in together so that it gets kind of smooth. Because what we want to do is be nice and smooth. We want it to come to a boil, a brisk boil. You know, one of that's really bubbly. So in the meantime, I'm just getting everything spread out good like that. Mustard for once. For one thing, rather. And see how it's all nice, look like a sauce, doesn't it? And what we want to do is thicken up. So when we put our chicken, because normally on the big recipe, you're going to swap. You're going to use a medium-sized pot. And then you will put the chicken in a big bowl once it's done. And then pour the glaze on top like that. Okay, glaze. Now this is getting too thick. Uh-oh. It got too thick. Oh, my. Maybe I did need a whole teaspoon. I don't know what was wrong yesterday. It was so runny. Okay, I'm going to get a little water because this is too thick. Okay, here we go with our bloopers. Oh, I just thought I had it just right. Okay, now with the big one, it works. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. And then last week, some kind of way my internet was unstable, and then it cut me off. Well, it didn't cut me off, it cut you off. I was kept talking. Found out later it stopped going. So in this case, today, we don't need a big bubbly boil because it's thickening up already. Look at that. So I don't know what the difference was between yesterday, maybe because I had more of it. I don't know, but it's really good right now. And then yesterday's was darker. Huh, interesting. Maybe because it sat overnight. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and stick these wings in here. See the oven fried wings? Look like I fried in a skillet, don't it? I love it. Okay, so we're just really heating up this sauce. From the looks of things, just heating up this sauce. And it almost looked more like honey mustard chicken because for some reason it's not as dark as yesterday. I'm not understanding that. It's the same ingredients. I just did 4 times the amount. So I don't know. But it's still glazy. That is really weird. Maybe my water lighten up the balsamic vinegar? I don't get it. Okay. Anyway, it should taste the same. Oh, Lordy. I'm just going to let it heat up some, though, because I would like my sauce to be hot. Taste it. Taste the same. Okay. So I don't know what the deal is going on here. Grandma Hershey is baffled. She's baffled. But I do want it to heat up a little bit more before we taste it. Before we make sure it's not pausing. So this is going to be a quick show today. Earlier, we had a tornado warning. We had to take cover. And I said, oh, my Lord, is this going to be over with before we do the show? Am I even doing the show? So anyway, it worked out. And this fan is working out great. I haven't had to pat myself not one time. Okay, it almost looked like gravy. But it don't taste like gravy. It tastes like teriyaki sauce. So I hope I didn't put too much cornstarch in here. Might be what happened. Instead of a teaspoon, I might have a tablespoon in here. I didn't mean to. All I needed was 1 teaspoon. So anyway, use the recipe for the big batch. It comes out perfect, okay? Oh, man. Get your bloopers here is all I can say. I had it down pat yesterday. Okay, so do we want a flat or a leg? Okay, let's go ahead and do the leg. See, it still looks good, just thick. That's the only thing. Let's put it on this saucer. Okay. Put this here. I don't want to get on a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's take a bite and see. That's good. It's just lighter because I think I got too much cornstarch on this one. But if you follow the recipe for 4 servings, you'll get it just right like on the picture, okay? It's nice. Wings good. Baked it in the oven without grease. And it's nice like regular fried chicken. Real good. This time I only need a napkin to wipe my fingers. Okay. So, anywho, Grandma Hershey needs you to be so sweet and do the thumbs up and like this show. Okay. And if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe. And then look for the black bell and click it. Okay. Because sometimes Grandma Hershey just come on and say she love you. And then we're going to be done in about a minute. This is so fast. Share this show with everybody you know. Share it with your friends. Share it with your neighbors. Share it with your relatives. And share it with your enemies, because everybody got to eat, especially now. All kind of things going on, and we have to look out for each other. Okay? So now, last week you didn't get a chance to hear me do the shout outs because it had cut me off. Excuse me. It had cut me off. Okay. So I'm going to do them again. How about that? So I want to shout out to chicken. I can't take it out on the show. Shout out to Sabelle, Diana, Fitzy, my niece in Colorado, Andreas, Najee, Marcy, Alex, Amanda. She was on the text thing that I saw. I couldn't see it on this side, but I saw it later. To my sister, and I don't know if it's Devonta. I want to say Devontae. I think that sounds sexy. To Savannah, Christine, Deborah King. To my granddaughter Tuka, she tried out the teriyaki chicken yesterday, the one that actually came out dark brown. She liked it. And then she also tried the recipe we made the week before, last week, and her and Stephanie and my grandson Paul, and they liked that cornbread. And then shout out to Darwin and Aya. And you know what? I saw another person spell their name just like my Aya. I call her my Aya. So I was surprised to see that. Anyway, we only had one birthday, and that was on yesterday. I'm gonna tell you, this chicken is bothering me. Hold on. Bothering the crap out of it. Okay. We have one birthday, and it's my great niece, Ashaya. So we're gonna sing happy birthday to little Shia. She turned 3. She had Minnie Mouse at her house. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Ashaya. Happy birthday to you. And many more. It wasn't as exciting as Minnie Mouse, but hey, Grandma Hershey did the best she could do. Okay. So next week, we're going to take some of that leftover cornbread, and we're going to make cornbread salad. I don't know if who all heard of it. I did run into a person who actually had heard of it before, Miss Theresa. But most people that I told, they hadn't heard of it before. But it is really, really good. So we're going to make that next week at Grandma Hershey Cooks. Okay. And hopefully I won't have no goof ups. I'm sure I put too much cornstarch in this one some kind of way. Anywho, you get your bloopers here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Take good care of yourself this week, and I'll see you back next Tuesday. All right. Love you guys. Mwah. Love the world. Hug somebody. Tell them you love them. See you later.